Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa and I'm so excited for today's video because today we are taking a trip down memory lane and we're going to be reviewing my past makeup looks from the past few years and see how they do. We're going to rank them. This is how it's going to work. We're going to have 3 categories. I'm going to be ranking it from 1 to 5. Category number 1 is execution. How well was it executed? Did I do well on blending? Do the colors work together? Those kinds of things are going to be, Second one is originality. And I am not entirely clear on this category yet. Maybe it's gonna be like originality from like myself, like my own creativity and originality. But also maybe it's gonna be like originality in general. Like how much of an original look is it from everything that's out there? But it's gonna be more like how much of an original look is it from the looks that I usually do. And then the last category is authenticity. How authentic is the look? How me is the look, basically, because I have my own style. It's evolved over the years, but I have my own makeup style and everyone's is different. So I want to see, did I stray from my true self? So I'm gonna be going over 21 of my past makeup looks. I have way more than that, but I was able to find 21 photos of, I think, like 2 or 3 years back up to today. So that's what we're gonna be working with. Let's get to ranking some makeup. We're gonna go from the oldest looks to the newest looks. I'm pretty sure you can find all these pictures on my Instagram. This is where I found them. So if you wanna go do a deep dive on my Instagram, oh boy, you can do that. Or you can also watch the tutorial for most of these. I have a video on most of these, so I'm gonna be sure to link those down below. Please don't laugh or cringe at my past self. We've evolved. The first look that we have right here is the Dua Lipa look. I did a whole video recreating one of Dua Lipa's makeup looks, and it was a blue look. I was obsessed with it, and I think, not gonna lie, I did a pretty okay job. Am I a fan of blue? I don't usually use blue a lot, but I mean, it's not too bad. I don't look too bad. For execution, from what I can see, I mean, the blending is okay. The foundation on my nose is rubbed off a little bit, but it's fine. Like, it's not bad. The brows are bringing it. For execution, I think I'm gonna give it like a 3.5. It's good. Could be better, but this was years ago. For originality, I'm gonna go for a 4. Even though this is like a recreation of somebody else's look, I understand that's literally the opposite of being original. But in the context of my makeup style and the makeup that I do usually, pretty original if I do say so myself. And then for authenticity, maybe I'd give it a 3. Everything just feels very light and the eyes are obviously very dramatic, but this blue, like, it's not a color that I would use usually, and I'd go probably a little less dramatic. So yeah, let's give it a 3. Okie dokie, then we have this like soft, smoky, burgundy, romantic eye. I mean, I don't really do a lot of eyeshadow nowadays, but it was just a good one. This was a good one. Execution, I'm gonna go 4.5. I think I did a really good job with blending, like that fade. Looking pretty good. Also, the eyeliner is looking fab. Could there have been more blending? There could always be more blending, but I think overall it was a pretty beautiful look. Then for originality, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I usually, if I was doing like looks like this, like soft smoky looks, they were always brown or always super neutral, and this veered off a little bit. It got a little colorful. I appreciate it. So for authenticity, I'm gonna go with a 3. Like, this wasn't the most me look ever. It was mostly like for Instagram. Like, I did this look to take a picture for Instagram. It wasn't like, oh, I'm taking a picture of the look that I'm wearing today. It was like a one eye situation where I just did like this part of my face. So yeah, a 3 for authenticity, not bad. Then we have this like purple yellow moment. We got super colorful, super creative. That blend, like that fade, I'm gonna have to say, really good. So execution, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I think it was beautiful. I love the contrast of the eyeliner. I think that eyelashes look insane. I'm not wearing falsies, and I need them to look like this right now because this is giving me everything. And then for originality, I think it's a 4. It's pretty original. It's not something that I would do ever. It's not a color combo I do a lot. Like, I'd either do like a purple wash on the lid or like yellow on the waterline for a pop of color. I wouldn't combine the two. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna go 2.5 because I know I just know that I did this for the picture again, and it's not something that I do ever. It's a cute look. It's not something that's very me. Another just the eye photo. This is like a blue winged situation, and oh my god, the commitment to this was crazy. I remember being like, I need to do something different for Instagram, and I definitely did that. I definitely did that with this look. I think I'm even wearing falsies. There's no way these are my lashes. I don't remember. There's no way. No, I don't think they are. Anyways, this was like a rare mega dramatic moment just for fun. Execution, I'm gonna give it 3. I think there are parts of it that are beautiful. The blend wasn't exactly there, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So yeah, execution is a 3. Originality, this is a 5. This is completely original. I never in my life ever did something like this again. So it's definitely a 5. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 1. I could give it a 0, but it's like the whole TikTok sound. I'm gonna give it a 1. Not something I would ever do. Not something, and I didn't enjoy it either. I just wanted to do it to see the reaction of the people on Instagram, but it wasn't me, so I never did it again. Up next, we have this green grunge. I remember doing this video with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette that had just come out and like a NARS palette that I stole from my mom, and I was so excited. I've been obsessed with green for years. I think I love this look. The super light lip and the super dark like green eye. I think it's working for me. So execution, I'm gonna give it 3.5. I think it was good. The blending isn't the best, but I think the shimmer all over kind of saves that. Oldest trick in the book, if your blending's looking shitty, just put some shimmer over it and it's gonna look better. I think I did a good job. It really complements my eyes. So originality, I'm gonna give it like 3. Let's give it a 3. I never really like do super grungy looks like this. Like this was very elaborate. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's a green smoky eye. It's not the most original thing, but in my makeup look arsenal, I think it's okay. And then for authenticity, I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. This is something I would still do, like I would recreate now. Is that the most me look ever? No, I would tweak it a little bit to make it more me, but I think it works. Up next, we have my graphic eyeliner moment for my Billie Eilish concert in New York. This was like my first time trying graphic eyes ever, and I loved it. Was the execution the best? No, you can't really see here because this is obviously like a mirror picture, but it wasn't the most even. I mean, it wasn't bad. Like I went out in public looking like this, so it wasn't atrocious. You guys know I'm a perfectionist. But I loved this. I loved this look. It's one of the Suva beauty liners that's neon, so it glows in the dark. And I went to the concert and I was feeling myself and everyone was like, I love your makeup. And I was like, thank you. I went by myself. So I really needed that support. But anyways, execution, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Again, it wasn't the most even, but I think it was pretty okay for my first time. Originality, I'm gonna give it a 4. Again, I had never done anything like this before, so it was pretty original for my makeup style. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. You know what? It felt very me. I felt really comfortable and I would still, like, I could rock it today. This is one of my favorite looks I've ever done, I think. So nice, so simple, yet so punchy. Okay, we have more smoky wings. These were some purple wings I did for Halloween. I can see my mascara smudges. You can tell this is when I stopped caring about editing as much. Then it all went downhill from there, let me tell you. I've never been one for like Halloween makeup looks. So I always do like inspired Halloween looks, and I love this one because it was like purpley, smoky, complemented my eyes. I think it was a moment. It was a moment and the lashes are looking great. Execution, I'm gonna give it a 4. I really like it. I thought it was it wasn't easy, no, but I thought it was like very cool. Very cool, a little more dramatic than every day. For originality, I'm gonna give this like a 3.5. Have I done this a lot more times than that one? Yes. So it's not the most original thing either for me and my makeup style or for makeup in general. But I thought like the color, pretty original. The shimmer, pretty cool. I loved it. So we're gonna give it a 3.5. For authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 again. This is another look that felt really me, like my take on Halloween. It feels pretty making it up. Like you'd look at this and be like, yeah, that's her, right? Ooh, next up we have the glossy lid and bold lip fall look. Another look that I freaking loved. This is just like the clean, classic fall look that will never die. And there's a bit of a blush moment there as well, which I'm not mad at. Not mad at all. Execution, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. The lip, has it been overdrawn? Hell yes, but it looks even. It looks beautiful. The eyes and the skin look flawless. Even the blush looks perfect. Wow, dude. What happened? I feel like my makeup doesn't look as good as it used to, but for originality, I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5 simply because the bold lip. I don't usually do bold lips all the time, but for the rest of this, it's like I do this all the time. But then for authenticity, I think I'm gonna give it a 5. It's not something revolutionary, no. It's really simple, it's really clean, it's really me. So this is very authentic making it up. We had to take a little break because the camera was overheating, but we're back. Up next we have my Pride look. Dude, this is one of my favorite things I've ever done. This is like one of my most experimental, like, editorial looks that I've done to date. Like, I remember just being like, this was Pride like 2 years ago. I was feeling inspired. I spent like 4 hours doing my makeup. This was during lockdown, so I had a lot of time. This was a fun look, to be completely honest with you. Execution, now looking back at it, could have been better. I'm gonna give it a 3. Foundation isn't exactly matching completely. I feel like I have a bronzer helmet, and the eyes, if you look up close, there were some mistakes definitely, and a little too white, like the base was too white. But other than that, I love this look. Originality, 5. 5. Probably a lot of people have done something similar to this, but this really did come from my mind. And it's something that I don't do all the time. Like, I don't go this editorial ever. So 5 out of 5 for originality. This was mwah, if I do say so myself. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. There are elements of this that I'd keep. There's something about this that is still very simple. You know what I mean? Like, it's looking clean, and that's kind of my style, but I obviously wouldn't go ahead and do this every single day. Then we have this look. This was a Katie Jane Hughes inspired look. I saw this. I wanted to do like a Katie Jane Hughes inspired look. It was fall. I saw this look, and I was like, I need to recreate this because I love the contrast of like the yellowy mustard eye. Again, I was rocking a lot of moles to disguise my breakouts, which is classic me. But anyways, let's talk about the execution. I think I did a good job. I think it was a 4. The eyes could have been slightly darker, I think, and slightly more blended, but overall looking pretty good. And the skin looks really clean and nice. A little too dewy for my liking, but I love the blush and the lips. I think everything worked perfectly. This was like my first time attempting like a blurred lip, and I think I rocked it. So execution, definitely a 4. Originality, 2.5. It's Katie Jane Hughes inspired. So it wasn't my idea, original idea. And it's something that, you know, it's a look that I have done a lot in different, like, let's take the eyes, a super light wash of color on the lid and on the crease, and then something to slightly define it. Like, it's something I have done and I do all the time. So yeah, it's not the most original look. 2.5 is the skull. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 3 simply because, again, I do kind of like recreate that eye look with different colors, but it's not something that I would rock all the time now. It's not very me anymore. It wasn't ever very me because it's a Katie Jane Hughes look that I really liked and wanted to recreate for a video, but yeah, we're gonna give it a 3. Authenticity is 3. Up next, oh my god, we have the peach and red Christmas look. This is one of my favorite looks ever. I feel like I'm just saying that about every look, but I freaking love this look a lot. So this is just, for me, when I thought about this, I was like, I'm incredible. This is the most unique Christmas look ever. So this is basically like a duochrome peachy blue eye with a defined wing and red lips. Dude, I felt like I was on top of the world when I came up with this look. Because, you know, red lips are like classic Christmas. I wanted to give them a twist. So this is the look that I came up with, and I love it. To this day, I look at this and I'm like, I did something there. I did something there. The execution, I'm gonna give it a 5. The face and the skin looks amazing. I love the eye, like those wings. I put my whole heart and soul into those wings, let me tell you. Wow. Execution, 5 out of 5. For originality, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I think I don't see this color combo all the time. Like, the look is pretty simple. Red lips are not original, especially for Christmas, but the combination of the whole look is what makes it original, and I freaking love it. So we're gonna give it a 4. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. This is a classic me twist, I think. Doing something slightly more dramatic, but making sure it's still very clean and simple. I think I did something with this look. So 4.5 for authenticity. I would wear this every day if I could. Okay, now we move on to this Valentine's Day. This was a Valentine's Day look where I played with mauvey eyeshadows. I usually just stick to warm tones, and because of how I edited this pic, it kind of looks like this is more of a warm tone, but it's very mauve. So I was like branching out a little bit, and I wanted to do some Valentine's Day makeup, but I wanted to do it my way. I didn't want it to be like super, you know, there's a lot of like classic Valentine's Day looks out there. I wanted it to be different, and I think I accomplished that. For execution, let's see, I think I did a good job, like a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I think the eyes, even though they're very simple, they look really cool. The skin looks gorgeous. And I like the lips as well. I think everything just combines really well. I think I did a good job. Execution, 4 out of 5. Originality, I'm gonna go 3.5. In like the grand scheme of things, I've done smoky wings a lot. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I think this is a look that I would wear over and over again. It's something I have recreated with other colors, but even with the mauve, I think it's a pretty romantic look, pretty soft. And I definitely would wear it again. Okay, so now I move on to like that super classic and clean. My go-to, this is just the natural glossy look. Again, there's a video on this on my channel. And this is just basically glossy eyes, very natural skin, very natural lip. It is a daily look for me, and I freaking love it. I think I did a good job here. Obviously, it's super simple. It's kind of hard to fuck up a natural glossy lid look. So for execution, I'm gonna go 5 out of 5. Skin looks beautiful. Eyes look beautiful. It's not a very exciting look, but execution is beautiful. 5 out of 5. The originality is a 2. I do this a lot. It's not original at all, so we're giving it a 2. And then for authenticity, let's give it a 5. This is a really me look. It always has been, it always will be. It's very clean, but there's still a little something in there, like the gloss just gives a little oomph. Then we have the two-toned eyeliner. I did this for summer last year, and first of all, the freckles. You guys know I'm obsessed with freckles. This was around the time where I got my Freck pen, and I love this look because I just love the, I don't know, it's simple, yet it's editorial. I love the color combination. I think I did a great job with this, if I do say so myself. It's one of my favorite looks I've ever done, and it's one of the simplest ones as well. For execution, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Liner is, you know, it's a little rough around the edges, but that's kind of like the nature of the liner. But I love the freckles, I love the lip. Originality, we're also giving it a 4.5 originality, because I've seen a lot of like similar looks in the past. Like this isn't the most revolutionary thing ever, but I think I really put a twist on something that I do all the time, and even though it's simple, I kind of made it my own. And I think it's really cool. It's one of those like cool girl looks. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 5. This is something I would wear today, no joke. Like I do this with this color combo, with other color combos. I'm gonna be doing it in the summer. You just wait and see. I love this so much. Past me knew what she was doing. Next, we have the Cosmo and Wanda look that was very experimental. I was feeling experimental and it flopped. I freaking hate this look. Maybe this is the only look that I actually hate. And I don't know, like I had a vision, it didn't come to life. I don't even know why I posted it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Execution, I'm gonna give it like a 2. I don't understand what's going on. It's not even that it's badly like blended or whatever. I just don't get it. I don't get what I was going for. Originality, I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't usually do anything like this. So yeah, it was pretty original. Maybe that's why it flopped. And then for authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 2 because I did it and I wasn't in love with it, and I'm still not in love with it today. So it's not something that I would actually wear. What was I thinking? Okay, and then we have my take on the cat eye, like the reverse cat eye. This is like my soft glam reverse cat eye. I liked this trend a lot. I like this trend a lot, and obviously you can go super dramatic. I didn't go as dramatic, but I think I did something and I really like it. So for execution, I think I'm gonna give this like a 3.5 because it doesn't really look like a reverse cat eye. Is that just me, or I don't know, but I mean, everything is looking good. Okay, it could have looked better. Originality, I'm gonna give it a 2. I mean, this is just, everyone has done this before. It's not something that I do all the time, but it's a pretty standard like eyeliner and eyeshadow look. But I do like the way it made my eye shape look. And then for authenticity, I'm giving it a 3. I would definitely try this again. Is it something I'm gonna do every day? No, it's not the most me look out there, but I think I could branch out and experiment with it again. Okay, and then we have the graphic Halloween look. I just love how I named all of these looks. This was Halloween last year. I didn't do anything last year for Halloween except come up with this look in 5 minutes and become obsessed with it. I kid you not, I was watching Gilmore Girls on Halloween and I was like, I want to do something for, like, I want to do a look. And then I started thinking, this is what came out. The execution is definitely a 4. I feel like the contour is doing some weird stuff, and obviously the eyes, I made them as flawless as I could. For originality, I'm gonna go with 4. This is not something I do ever. This is like really far out of my usual style of makeup, and I freaking love it. It's very editorial. I mean, has this been done before? Probably yes, but in my own makeup bubble, pretty original if I do say so myself. And then for authenticity, this is a 5. I felt like a bad bee wearing this around my house with my dad. It was just us two eating chicken sandwiches, me looking like a possessed baddie. And I felt great. I felt really me in this look. We're nearing the end, you guys. This is my Christmas look from last year, the purple and red Christmas makeup that I never knew I needed until I tried it. This color combo blew my mind. Execution, let's rank it. I'm gonna go 3 out of 5. The eyes didn't look like this in person, but I feel like I could have done a better job at blending. Better job with my lipstick as well. I feel like there was something going on with the lipstick. It doesn't look as great as I wanted it to. Originality, again, I'm gonna go for a 3.5. I got inspiration from Jamie Genevieve, and I obviously put my little twist on it. And for authenticity, we're gonna go 4.5. I felt very good in this look. Like, I felt really confident. I just loved it. I would definitely recreate it again. Not even for Christmas, for like an everyday type of situation when I wanted to look super glam. This is a very me look. Okay, and then we have the rhinestones and glitter look. I did this for one of my latest trend videos, and I'm obsessed. Execution, I'm gonna go for a 4. This was just experimenting. This was a really simple makeup. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Could it have been better thought out? Definitely, but 4 out of 5 for execution because it was planned in the moment. Originality, I'm gonna go for like a 2.5. Not the most original thing in the world. And the wash of glitter, I do that all the time. I just added a few rhinestones, not the most original look ever, but I still thought it looked cool. And then authenticity, I'm gonna give it a 4. Would I wear rhinestones every day? No, but I think they're so fun to incorporate to some of my more simple looks, and I want to incorporate them more in my looks. And then last but not least, we have the Euphoria inspired makeup look. My latest and greatest, I must say. I am obsessed with this look. Another graphic look. Did I struggle? Yes, I did. Suva Beauty liners coming in clutch again, but I'm obsessed with it. I think it turned out so well, and I love that I challenged myself to this. Execution, I'm gonna go for a 4. I think the skin looks flawless and beautiful. I love the juicy lips. I love the eyes as well. It isn't the best eyeliner ever. I really did my best. Still not perfect though, so we're gonna give execution a 4. Originality, it's a 3.5. For me, it's very original. I never do eyeliner shapes like this, and I never use a color like this boldly. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, it's been done before. I literally was inspired by Euphoria makeup, so it's not the most original thing in the world. And then for authenticity, I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It's a really clean look, and in that way, like, it is very me, but it's also like very dramatic in its sense, so it kind of falls in the middle. I would recreate it again if I had the time and the patience to do so. And that is a wrap on today's video, you guys. My throat hurts. I cannot believe I went through 21 makeup looks. That is crazy. I feel like I spoke way too much, and I hope you guys had fun. I had so much fun going back and seeing how my style has evolved and how it has changed. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see from me in upcoming videos. I'd love to please you guys. So let me know down below. Again, as I have mentioned 1,000 times already, most looks will be linked down below. I have a video for most of them, and for the ones that I don't, you can check them out on my Instagram as well. All these pictures I got from Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And if you enjoy super easy and real makeup and beauty content, then make sure to subscribe. I'm here every week, and I'd love it if you could be a part of my little YouTube community. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope to see you right here for my next one. I love you. Bye. Mwah.